event, very big expo in Vegas, and I was just taking a moment to sit down. When I heard this guy speaking in Spanish, like doing like a podcast or transmitting something. And he was saying, oh yes, estoy aquí en Las Vegas y ahorita acabo de entrar a esta conferencia where they explain, this franchise model and this other. And so I waited for him to finish his presentation on the phone. And when I thought he finished, I approached him and I started talking to him. And that's where I met Jorge Valencia. And I later discovered that he is the czar of franchise in Mexico. So that's why I invited him. I just want him to say a few words about what he's doing there, about the franchise business in Mexico and some of the places in Latin America that he has connections with. But he is one of the most, I would say, one of the people that is individuals that is well connected in the franchise. He's a member of the Asociación Mexicano de Franquicias, and he has a role there in the board, as many other good Mexican entrepreneurs. So, Jorge, please come to the stage and share with us a little bit of your experience and your vision.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Is it working? Well, I'm very happy to be here today with you. Thank you, Jorge, and congratulations for this event. I'm very excited to be with you. And yes, I'm on the FranchiseZar, they call me. Let me take just 1 minute, please. Let me be. I will talk to you about some points in Latin America. I am the president of the Latin America Franchise Institute. This is working? Or not? Or next, right? Okay, next, please. It's easy, right? I'm the president of Latin America Franchise Institute. It's one initiative in 16 countries now. I'm a CFE too, and I'm 25 years in franchising already. I'm a CFE, and I'm in restaurant business. I love restaurants. From many years ago, I be an entrepreneur in restaurant business. Of course, I am Dallas Cowboys fan. Right? Great people here today. I always travel in story and reading, and I'm a very big fan of Logan, my dear dog that is here with you. Next, please. Several years ago, we found that the franchise model, we love the franchise in Latin America, but we found that we need to understand that model in Latin America because it's not the same to do franchising here in the United States or France or Germany that is in Latin America. In Latin America, we need to tropicalize, to adapt this model in order to have more big change, no? So, with several friends of different countries, here my best friend Ricardo from Puerto Rico, that is our Vice President of Internationalization. We do this, the Latin America Franchise Institute. And our objective is to adapt, professionalize, and grow franchise systems in Mexico and Latin America, Spain, and educate the franchise industry and its leaders in order to grow up the system. Next, please. We are now in 16 countries, and definitely we are the largest trainers in franchise, and we are the largest connect franchisors with franchisees. We have more than 5,000 graduates now of some of our programs. Next, please. Latin America. When I came here to America, everybody talks about India and China and different countries and different markets, but nobody talks about Latin America. Latin America is a big space. 13 of the earth is in Latin America. We have different countries and 60 million people in Latin America. There's a big, huge market, and it looks like a different market, but it's one big market for you and for your brands. Next, please. How about Latin America and franchising? We have two giants, Brazil and Mexico. Mexico is 6 or 7 economy in the worldwide franchising. We have Brazil with more than 3,000 systems in franchising, then Mexico, and then Argentina. Argentina is one country that is 80% of its systems is overseas. The economy of Argentina, it doesn't look great, so the Argentina is 80% of her systems is overseas. Then Colombia, Costa Rica, Peru, of course, and Chile. It looks like a great market for new brands. Next slide, please. So what is about the adapting the franchise model in Latin America? 82% are emerging franchisors. For you, an emerging franchisor is less than 100 units. For us, an emerging franchisor is one with less than 10 units. We have a very, very big market with a lot of emerging franchisors, brands who is less than 10 units and is less than 5 years in operation. 6% has more than 100 units. 6% of our brands has more than 100 units or more than 10 years in operation. So it's a very big market for you and your brands because there's a lot of people who wants to look for investing in brands that is already prepared to do to these markets. Next, please. What about the disclosure laws? Everybody's talking about the law here in America. But what about us? Only Brazil and Mexico has franchise laws with disclosure laws. Brazil has required disclosure documents and most relevant development related to trademark matters. And in Mexico, we have a very special law that is required disclosure documents, and it has special requisites for franchise agreements. Franchising is not specifically regulated in most of Latin American countries. Mostly of our countries is regulated on the IP laws. Other related local laws may be applicable to franchising about industrial property, taxes, foreign investment, foreign currency restrictions, labor, or consumer protection. There's no specific franchise laws in Latin America. Next, please. Other countries with special reference to franchising is Peru, Paraguay, and Ecuador and Argentina has new franchise laws. But Ecuador and Argentina, there's no disclosure laws. And Ecuador has 2 articles in its laws. So we have more to do in Latin America about the law, but we are maybe on the road. No? Next, please. Most important concerns when a franchise system is expanding in Latin America. protection of IP rights, as you know. Every country in Latin America has IP rights. Legal restrictions about tax foreign investment and foreign currency. Mexico has trades with a lot of countries. So about the tax, it's better to invest in our country because we have several trades, commerce, right? Understand cultural. I think this is very important because cultural for us is the most important thing. And I think it's the main objective when you go to Latin America, to understand the different culture, because I think the franchise business is about business. But in Latin America, everything is about passion. No, Sergio? It's about passion, it's about the hugs, it's about personal commitments, not about business. So we have different cultures, and maybe this is, I think, the most important challenge when you go to Latin America. Next, please. We are ready for USA. We have a lot of brands that is ready for USA, and some of them, Luciano's in Miami, Café Punta del Cielo in San Antonio, Unsan Fries in Puerto Rico. We have a lot of brands who is ready to go to the United States. We have different brands. We have here my friend from the Lechicera, no? That is Deli Churros in Miami too. So in Latin America, you can find several brands that is ready to go to the United States. Next, please. What about in Mexico? In Mexico, maybe 1 million of jobs. The average of investment is about $500,000. Thank you, Sergio. Next, please. We have more than 90 industries, and 7% of all the activity in Mexico is in 3 larger cities. So Mexico, Guadalajara, and Monterrey. But these are more than 10 emerging cities that less than 1 million people. That is very interesting too, like Tijuana or Puebla or Merida, or cities that is emerging cities for us. Yes. Next, please. We have a very strange IP law. We have a disclosure law, a specific disclosure law, and November 5th, the last year, we have the new Ley Federal de Protección a la Propiedad Industrial that includes a very specific topics about franchising. Ricardo, do you want to come with me and see the next slide, please? Let me introduce you very fast to my dear friend Ricardo Rivera, that is our VP of International Matters for the ILAF. Please, Ricardo. Who's in Puerto Rico?
Buenos días. It's a pleasure being here, and as Jorge said, we are in Puerto Rico. We are part of the United States, but still we are Latin America. So franchising for us in Puerto Rico is also very recent because we've been, since the 50s, we've been handling franchises from the States like KFC, Burger Kings, and all those brands. So our mission here at the Institute is to plant the seed of franchising into local entrepreneurs. Not just, and I understand, but not just seeing the opportunities of American franchises that you can take to your countries, but also develop local franchises in each one of our countries, and also trying to take this message also to Latin Americans in the United States. I bet that you, on a daily basis, you visit like businesses as his, the Lechicera. He has 13 locations here. maybe a lot of people don't know about the business, but he's been for a long time, and he's expanding through franchising in order to perpetualize the brand. So I bet there's thousands of Latin Americans here that could grow their businesses through franchising, and that's what we do. We join forces in order to educate. This is a mission of education throughout Latin America and also to Latin Americans in the United States in order for them to know a little bit more about the franchise industry. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, welcome to Latin America, and thank you very much, my dear friend Jorge, and congratulations for the event. Thank you.
Thank you, Jorge, and I really appreciate you coming all the way from Mexico, from Puerto Rico, and be with us. So now let's have the original idea of having a KFC panel while we were eating the KFC, but unfortunately we grew hungry.